Hello, blessings. High Priestess Jamila here. I had been so busy the past 48 hours since I recorded this video that I'm just now having the opportunity to kind of trip off of this. So I took a screenshot of it. If you're looking at the lower right portion, which is the Reclaim Power bottle or witch's bottle, it does look like a witch hat, but let's trip on the one in the upper left. Okay. This was captured on camera and I kind of tripped on it when I was recording, but I had to move on. But I've got time to kind of reflect on this. So I'm going to zoom in on this. First of all, what it is, because this is a baneful working. And so what I'm tripping off of is the fact that it looks like some kind of dark guardian angel. Okay. People know that I work with demons. Okay. For some of my work. Okay. And so it's necessary, in my humble opinion. They have been very helpful to me. And I am very, very grateful. And this right here to me was a sign, like a confirmation, just so amazing. You can definitely see the head, the nose, the mouth, and what looks like horns and then wings kind of spread out. And I think that that's pretty amazing. And then also, if you look at it, it's kind of like one of those, what do they call that, where you can see more than one thing? Sorry. I kind of see more than one face in there. And so the type of working that this is, and then especially the spirits that I invoked into this work, okay? The spirits that are being invoked whenever I light up this work, it's definitely confirmation, okay? And it's a wonderful feeling because, there are really a lot of crappy people that are in this world that, but anyway. So what are the odds of this kind of devilish looking thingy showing up in this bottle? I think it's pretty amazing. And he or she or whatever it is definitely looks like it's wreaking havoc on some level. Okay, it is because, and so this is actually an alchemy working. I do use herbs, different recipes, but then of course there's alcohol and water, and then there's a petition. But what are the odds that the petition would make this particular formation? I think it's pretty amazing. And then it looks like several different things for it to show up like that is pretty amazing. And I didn't even notice it until I turned on the light and was looking at it. And I was like, wow, I could see it with the flash. Because, when you shine light on something, it illuminates it, right? So anyway, that's pretty amazing. Gives me confirmation that, these particular spirits, and it even looks like one of the spirits that I invoked for this working. And I feel like that spirit is like, yeah, I am here and I am present and I am protecting High Priestess Jamila and her family. And dig it, get into it, okay? Now, I think it's getting ready to switch to the other thing at the bottom left because I put two photos in here. And it's going to switch for you guys. But down at the bottom right, coincidentally, why is it that the other jar looks like a witch hat? Okay, it's getting ready to transition. It looks like a witch hat. And I'm just like really amazed by that. It looks like a curved witch hat when you look at it. And so here's what I want to say, okay? The video that I had put up for this was all about psychic vampire protection or protection from vampirism, right? Okay. So everybody pretty much knows that I only agree with vampirism to a fault as far as with reclaiming your power, reclaiming whatever it is that you're reclaiming. But I feel like a lot of people are kind of doing it wrong when you're reclaiming it, because you need to like make sure that it's cleared of curses. Like if you're taking your energy back, you need to make sure that you're taking it back in its original form. And like, I think that just saying it possibly doesn't work, but here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say about psychic vampirism. I think that people need to really, really, really be careful with that. And for me, I do have a very strong opinion about it. I think that a person does have a responsibility to learn how to protect their energy, to learn how to reclaim their power. I think it's something that needs to be learned because it's happening a lot. I have a lot of I have a few clients. I don't want to say a lot of clients that go through this, but I have, well, they're not going through it anymore. But a lot of my clients come through and they may have like close to 100 or 200 people feeding off of them at the same time. And they may be sick, they may be going through something, and it's nothing worse than dealing with psychic vampires who are very greedy when it comes to other people's energy. And I do believe in the presence of power being all around us, in particular above us, which is the sun and the moon. In fact, I don't believe that vampirism is witchcraft. I feel like it's one little teeny tiny small area of witchcraft, which I believe that it is all about reclaiming your power that may have been stolen. Now, if you're doing it because somebody may not have necessarily done magic against you, but they may have done something else, or like I said, if the person is pretty much, I don't want to say deserving of it, or if you're doing it for baneful intention, because the person is a bad person, I personally would not want to feed, if I were practicing vampirism in that way, I wouldn't want to feed energetically off of a bad person. So I don't agree with it, and I believe that it's a trap for a lot of good witches who could be more like than just that. Okay, so I don't want people to think that I am 1000% ignorant to that, because I do believe in it to a fault. But then attacking innocent people who have done nothing to you is just not cool, man. And I've seen people get fed off of, I've seen kids get fed off of, I've seen unborn babies, I've seen newborn babies. It's just one of those things to where I just think that people need to be careful with, okay? Because witchcraft is already perfection on its own, to where it's not necessarily needed. And then I also don't believe that it is necessarily related to Lilith either, or either being a succubus, or an incubus. People got their information about succubuses and incubuses from the church, and it's just not accurate. Okay, I'll get more into this later. Bye.